I took a long road to becoming a writer. I grew up in China and I was going to be a scientist. And I was trained as a scientist. I came to America to become an immunologist. What part of me made me want to become a writer? And I think, ironically, it's the part of me that doesn't want to be seen, or that's the part of me that wants to be invisible. I think that comes from my upbringing in China. I did not want to be seen by neighbors, teachers. I didn't want to draw any attention to myself. Somehow, I think that wish to be invisible, once I am in America, it became a different kind of desire. Writing made it possible. To feel invisible, I certainly cannot say I am invisible, but writing, I think, is the best way to be just with myself. And there is certainly a public life for writers and for the books, but that is not my concern. So in a way, I am invisible in my study, writing. So when I grew up, my mother used to have this saying, if you have any secret, there's something wrong with you. So I think that idea of having a private life or having any kind of privacy is against human nature. That was prevalent when I grew up. And I was by nature a private child, and I didn't want to be seen or be known by others. I was a parent before I became a writer, so there was not a moment I could say I was a writer when I was not a parent. But I think as a parent, I think two things as a parent. One is you want to do all you can for your children. Two is nothing much is in your control. And those two things also inform my writing is, yes, of course you want to do all you want for the book, but you always have to acknowledge, a lot of things are not in your control. You can just make it as good as you can, and that's it. I mean, writing a book is like giving birth to a child. You just have to send this child to the world, and sort of the child will have its own life.